Yeah, but I can't see any videos of it. I can't see anybody pointing to the water tower. These are now prior to the shooting. There's plenty of videos of people saying he's got a gun, he's on the roof. What are you doing? Very good people. Now they were putting themselves at risk because the shooter could have turned around and shot them for warning the cops. So they were heroic people. But there is, from what I can see, I'm open to it. This thing about the water tower sounds like the grassy knoll to me. What's going to happen is there will already be people out there writing books about this. There's going to be a new cottage industry, and people are going to write books. But it's probably going to be 10 books written, and 2 or 3 of them are going to make the authors millionaires. That's what's going to happen.
Just a quick one on that water tower. It wasn't that someone was seen on the tower. That's how it's come about. It's looking at footage of the bullets that missed Trump. There were some that apparently hit the railing and some of the people in the stand. And by looking at the angle of those shots, they've suggested, again, it's a theory, it's not definite, that there possibly could have been a second shooter on the water tower. So that's where that idea has come from, that questioning. Not because anyone saw him, not because there was something there, but looking at the footage, there's some footage on X and I'm sure a few other platforms.
I've got some of it here.
Which actually shows the bullets hitting the balustrade, and they use that to say it had to come from a particular angle.
And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
All right. So supposedly that's a black figure there on the tower when this happened, and it's all going down. And they actually took this from Milk Bar TV's one.
Wow.
So the guy that did all the different angles, which I'll bring up.
He's great.
And supposedly that on one of those, that was where they found that. I'm trying to find the full, but everyone's been like, hang on, what the hell is going on with all this? I'm trying to find exactly where I found this, and it's not completely implausible. I mean, I was looking at the actual angle of the water tower and where Trump was gesturing. See, Trump's there, he's facing the crowd, and he's gesturing at this particular screen, and the water tower's well above the screen up there. And I thought, look, well, if he's turning right, it is possible that the ear, where his ear was, it actually did go through it like that. But again, look, maybe it was another Secret Service person. Maybe even that Secret Service was the one that killed Thomas Crooks. We don't know. This is a cry for more information, and every day we're getting... no one knew there was someone on the tower. You know, that really only came out in public knowledge really now. It's come to the surface. But that, you know, who knows? It may have been one of the good guys. It may not have been. I don't know.
Again, it just raises more questions, and this is why it needs to be looked in.
In terms of Crook's motives, it's hard to believe that if the media didn't have some strong evidence that he was doing this from a right-wing motive, that they wouldn't have come out and said that very, very strongly with plenty of evidence right from the beginning. That is, you know, if there was good reason to think he was obviously doing it from a right-wing motive, the media would have been all over that straight away. The fact that they just haven't really offered that much on that particular issue suggests to me that there isn't that much or any evidence that he was doing this from a right-wing motive, and all the good evidence that we have suggests he was doing it from a left-wing motive, and so the media don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, look, guys, we can speculate till the cows come home. I think in a week we're going to have a lot more information about the shooting and what happened with all this. The Secret Service, this whole cover-up, supposedly Biden's administration have actually pressured the head of Secret Service to be like, shut this down, suppress this, which is why many of these people, many of them are going to Dan Bongino, who used to be in the Secret Service, and he is really annoyed with some of these people saying, why don't you go on record? Why don't you put your name on the line? This is worth it. I mean, everyone in Congress wants the Secret Service to be secure because they all think they're going to be the president one day. The idea that they're not going to work to actually get some improvements and their version of a royal commission into this, an inquiry, is asinine. But more interestingly, what do the Democrats have to gain from all of this? And before I go on, guys, for all of you listening on Instagram that are a little bit frustrated because it's only portrait, come over to X. There's hundreds of us watching live right now, over 200 last I checked. Go on to X, go right now, go to Twitter, click the link in my bio, go over there. You're being censored on these other pages. And last time I did a live stream, we reached 2,000 people on my only 5,000 follower